Your Honor. Ms. Karla Garcia, she is 29 years old, currently resides in New Britain. She is a lifelong resident of the state of Connecticut. Not currently employed. Some high school education reported to our office. No substance use issues, but some mental health issues have been reported. In regards to cases, no pending matters, Your Honor. Last conviction was April 2019, again out of New Britain, assault in the 3rd degree. She was placed on a 1 year suspended, 2 years probation. No other criminal record found for Ms. Garcia. In regards to this matter, bond was set at $5 million. That bond appears appropriate. I'd recommend that bond remain as set. Attorney Roper?
Your Honor, again, this court did review the warrant in the matter. Given the facts and circumstances of the case, the nature of the charges, state is asking that bond remain as set at $5 million. State is asking for special conditions of no contact with Jonatan Nanita or Jacqueline Garcia, no contact with NG, date of birth April 25th, 2014, JN, date of birth April 2nd, 2021, MN, date of birth September 22nd, 2022, and AN, date of birth January 7th, 2025. State is requesting that, again, she be ordered to cooperate with any DCF investigation and that this bond be posted only at court.
Attorney.
Again, Judge, the same objection to the DCF cooperating with DCF. We have no issue with no contacts.
Okay. Attorney O'Neill, count 1. I believe it's count 1. But your client is entitled to probable cause hearing.
Yes, Judge.
Is she aware of that?
We talked briefly with them.
Are you prepared to have the court schedule that probable cause hearing today?
No, Judge. We'd be asking to have the excludable time at this point until the next court date.
So, what court date are you requesting?
11/14, please.
Now, with respect to the probable cause hearing, is there an objection to the court excluding the time between today and November 14th for calculating the time within which that hearing must be held?
No, Judge. We have investigation that we need to be done.
Okay, so the time between now and November 14th is excluded for purposes of calculating the time within which probable cause hearing must be held. You set bond at $5 million, cash or surety, and add the no contact conditions as requested by the state. Bond is going to be ordered posted at court only. Again, I'm not going to order that she cooperate with DCF to the extent that such an order may implicate the privilege against self-incrimination. Matters transferred to Part A and continue to November 14th.
Thank you, Judge. With the Marshal's permission, can I follow Ms. Garcia?
Just give us a second.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. So Ms. Garcia, she is 28 years of age, residing in New Britain, has been there for 2 months, lifelong resident of the state of Connecticut. Not currently employed at this time, was looking for warehouse style work, does have high school education and a little bit beyond that as well. Some medical issues reported to our office, prior substance use, no mental health issues reported. In regards to cases, she is currently on parole. There is a parole remand lodged. She's on parole out of a case for New Britain, pled out September 11th. So she pled out in New Britain September 11th, 2024, risk of injury to a child, 10 years, after 18 months of served with 5 years probation. The parole remand has been lodged. The max date for that parole is April 19th of 2026. That is her only criminal conviction on this matter. Bond was set at $1 million. Bail would recommend at least that bond remain as set for $1 million. Attorney Roper?
Your Honor, did review this warrant. Your Honor, given the facts and circumstances of the case, the nature of the charges, her criminal history, the state is going to ask that bond remain as set on the warrant at $1 million. State would ask for the following non-financial conditions of release. She is to have no contact with Jonatan Nanita or Karla Garcia. She is to have no contact with NG, date of birth April 25th, 2014. JN, date of birth April 2nd, 2021. MN, date of birth September 22nd, 2022. and AN, date of birth January 7th, 2025. We'd ask that she be ordered to cooperate with any DCF investigation and ask that this bond be posted only at court.
Okay, and would you be kind enough to provide those initials and dates of birth to the clerk's office?
Yes, Your Honor, I have provided them to the clerk's office and with a copy to the court
Okay.
monitor.
Attorney,
Your Honor, I don't have any issues with those conditions of release for the no contact. My concern is the cooperation with DCF, obviously.
I'm not gonna.
Okay, thank you. Judge, not a lot of money for bond, the parole hold, obviously, just ask for a reasonable amount.
Okay, so with respect to this matter, I'm gonna set bond at $1 million cash or surety. And I'm gonna order that you have no contact with those individuals who were identified by Attorney Roberg. I am not going to order any cooperation with DCF to the extent that I think that could have an impact on her privilege against self-incrimination. So the court's going to decline to enter that order as a condition of release. Attorney O'Neill?
Judge, I think 11/14 would be appropriate.
Okay, this matter is continued to November 14th.
And if I could have mental health amendments, please.
Mental health on
That'll be on the Part A docket.
For an appointment authorization for assigned counsel, and if you have just a moment with them, please.
the public defender is appointed when the assigned counsel is authorized.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Bilkich.
Yes, Your Honor. So Mr. Nanita is 30 years old, reports he's currently homeless in the New Britain area, has resided in Connecticut his entire life, no means of support, some high school education reported, denied any substance use or mental health issues. In regards to the matters, he has a warrant outstanding out of New Britain Police Department. Date of the warrant is October 11th of this year. Destroying or tampering with evidence. The bond on that matter is $750,000. So again, that's still outstanding at the New Britain Police Department. Most recent convictions, December 9th of 2022 out of New Britain, interfering 364 days jail consecutive, reckless endangerment in the first degree on the same file, again 364 days jail consecutive. He also had a violation of probation. The probation was terminated on that same date. Underlying charge was a burglary in the first degree. He pled out in that 2014 out of GA 15. It was 12 years after 6 years to serve, 5 years probation. Again, another violation of probation where the probation was terminated the same date, December 9th of 2022. The underlying charge was burglary in the second degree, 5 years jail concurrent. In a larceny first on that file, which was originally 12 years after 6 years to serve, 5 years probation. In addition, he had another burglary in the second degree conviction in 2015. On this matter, same thing, the bond was set at $5 million. That appears appropriate. I recommend at least that bond remain as set.
Attorney Roberg?
Your Honor, did review this warrant, given the facts and circumstances of the case, the nature of the charges, this defendant's criminal history. State is asking that bond remain as set at $5 million. State is asking for non-financial conditions of release. Defendant have no contact with Karla Garcia or Jacqueline Garcia. The defendant have no contact with NG, date of birth April 25th, 2014. No contact with JN, date of birth April 2nd, 2021. No contact with MN, date of birth September 22nd, 2022. And no contact with AN, date of birth January 7th, 2025. That the defendant be ordered to cooperate with any DCF investigation and that this bond be posted only at court.
Attorney Roberg?
He's unemployed, he's homeless right now, he's generally does warehouse work. He has no means to make any kind of a bond. We would ask for a reasonable bond be set. I'm going to echo Attorney O'Neill's request that he not be ordered to cooperate with DCF.
Attorney Longwell, he understands that he has a right to a probable cause hearing. Are you prepared to have the court set a date for that probable cause hearing today?
We're not, Judge, but we are willing to agree to excludable time.
Okay. And I'm going to be continuing this to November 14th. So my understanding is you have no objection to the time between now and November 14th being excluded for purposes of calculating the time within which that probable cause hearing must be held.
No, Judge.
Okay.
I would just note that November 14th is a Friday. Do we want to keep it on the following Tuesday or keep it on the Friday?
We're going to keep it on November 14th.
Understood.
With respect to this matter, the court's setting bond at $5 million, cash or surety. The court's also imposing the non-financial conditions of release as requested by the state, with the exception of the order that we cooperate with DCF. The court's not going to impose that as a condition of release because the court does feel that may very well implicate his privilege against self-incrimination. It is ordered posted at court only. Order is transferred to Part A. Your next court date in Part A, sir, will be November 4th.
Get out of here. Get out of the courtroom. Courtroom. Leave the courtroom now. Get out of the courtroom. Stop talking. Leave the courtroom.
Okay, you going down.